Unbelievable. A mid-range phone that's crushing my battery anxiety, like a game changer from the future. Imagine ditching your charger for 2 full days of scrolling, gaming, and snapping pics without a single sweat. That's the Vivo V60 after a solid month in my pocket. And trust me, it's got me rethinking everything I thought I knew about affordable beasts. Alright, let's dive right in, no fluff. Just real talk from a guy who's been glued to this thing since it dropped. I've hauled it through hikes, late-night edits, and even a surprise rainstorm that tested its IP69 chops. If you're eyeing a mid-ranger that punches way above its weight in 2025, stick around. We're breaking down the design, screen, guts, cameras, that monster battery, software quirks, and if it's worth your cash, especially with prices dipping already. Hit that like button if battery life is your holy grail, and drop in the comments, what's your current phone's biggest fail? First off, the design. Man, Vivo nailed that premium vibe without jacking up the price. It's basically the V50's twin but sleeker, with that quad curved edge that wraps around your fingers like it was custom made. At 7.5 millimeters thick and under 200 grams, it feels light for a beast packing a 6,500 milliamp hour slab inside. Seriously, how'd they pull that off? I grabbed the berry purple and that matte finish? Fingerprints laugh in its face. No greasy smudges after a day of coffee runs and gym sessions. You got options like summer blue that shifts colors in the light. It's like holding a mood ring, or the classic mist gray if you're keeping it low-key. Build-wise, it's plastic frame all the way, which screams mid-range reality check. But don't sleep on it. IP68 and IP69 ratings mean this bad boy laughs at dust. Drownings up to 1.5 meters, and even high-pressure hose downs. I accidentally left it in a puddle during a trail run last week. Zero drama. Dried off like a champ. And the box? Generous AF. Silicone case in matching color, 90 watts brick. USB A to C cable. Samsung could learn a thing or two from that. One-handed use? It's a chonker at 6.77 inches. So if you got mitts like mine, you'll be stretching. But hey, rhetorical question. Would you trade Pocket Rocket for this Endurance King? Speaking of the screen, oh boy, the 6.77-inch AMOLED is a scroll seductress. Full HD Plus at 2392 by 1080, 120 Hz refresh that makes everything buttery, and HDR 10 Plus for those Netflix binges at pop. Peak brightness hit 1,500 nits in my tests. No squinting under the sun at outdoor markets. I tuned it to vivid mode for gaming, and colors leaped off like fireworks. Professional for editing, and it's calibrated sharp with a Delta E under 2. Geeks, you'll geek out. The curve on all edges makes it look edge-to-edge flat, but PWM dimming at low light? If you're flicker sensitive like my buddy who gets headaches, it might bug you. Still, viewing angles are killer, contrast infinite. I caught a sunset hike in HDR and the oranges bled real. Unlocking's optical under-display fingerprint. Reliable but low on the screen, so thumb yoga required. Face unlocks there for lazy mornings, but skip it for payments. Overall, it's a display that feels flagship adjacent. You upgrading from a flat LCD? Your eyes will thank you. Performance. Here's where the Snapdragon 7 Gen 4 flexes. Jumping from the Gen 3 and the V50. It's a modest glow-up, but damn if it doesn't feel snappier. Geekbench single-core 1,247, multi-3,539. Smokes the Galaxy A36 in heavy lifts. Daily stuff? Fluid as silk. Apps flip. Multitasking with 16 tabs and Spotify. No hiccups. I threw Genshin at max settings. It held 50 to 60 frames per second for hours, though it warmed up like a space heater after 45 minutes. Not toaster hot, just toasty. Vivo's gaming mode is a lifesaver. Esports cranks frames, blocks calls so no mid-boss rage quits. Storage tops at 512 gigabytes, no micro SD. Dual SIMs but no eSIM in my unit. Fine for globetrotters like me. Personal story. Last weekend, I edited a 4K vlog while streaming, zero lag, cooled down quick. If you're a casual gamer or power user, it's gold. Demanding AAA ports on mobile? It'll chug at ultra, but who cares when it's this smooth for the price? Cameras. Alright, The Zeiss magic is where this shines, especially after a month of real-world abuse. Overall score 132 mid-range solid, but video punched to 132.2, beating class averages. Main 50-megapixel Sony IMX766? Dreamy details, dynamic range that saves blown skies. That new 50-megapixel IMX882 telephoto, game changer for portraits. 3x optical zoom nails faces without pixel mush. I shot my niece at a park, bokeh creamy like pro gear. Up to 100x hybrid? Fun for moon shots, but stick under 10x. Ultra-wide 8-megapixel? Downgrade from V50's 50-megapixel. Softer edges and low light. Scores just 17. Serviceable for landscapes, but don't expect miracles at dusk. Front 50-megapixel selfies? Crisp, wide FOV for group hangs. Filters like Zeiss Natural? My fave. Colors true to life, no overcooked Instagram vibes. Video at 4K 30? Main cam stabilizes like a gimbal. Smooth walks, no jitters. Tell us shaky on move despite OIS. But ultra-wide surprise with natural textures. I vlogged a wedding rehearsal. Footage held up, even in dim halls thanks to that soft LED. Question for you. Ever miss a shot because Zoom sucked? This tele fixes that. After 30 days, it's my go-to for socials. Consistent colors across lenses, props to Zeiss. Battery and charging. Holy endurance. Batman. That 6,500 milliamp hours Titan is the crown jewel. Lab tests. 23 hours 55 minutes browsing, 10 hours 39 minutes video, 14 hours 7 minutes gaming. Overall 9 hours 2 minutes estimate. Top 7 in 2 years. Moderate use? 2 days easy. I went Friday night to Sunday evening on one charge. Text, maps, tunes, pics. Ended at 28%. Gaming drains faster, but resilient AF. 90 watts bundled charger. 50% in 30 minutes. Full in 62, zippier than most. No wireless? Bummer if you're chief fanatic. But who needs it when wired's this fast? Anecdote. Road trip last month. Forgot the brick. Powered to navigation. Podcasts. No panic. In 2025's always-on world, this is freedom. Software. FunTouch OS 15 on Android 15 launches feature-packed, but cluttered. Pre-installs galore, I nuked half on day one. Customized themes, animations, color modes, endless fun. Google goodies like Circle to search integrated smooth. EU gets 4 OS bumps to Android 19. 6-year security. Solid. Trail Samsung 7 but laps budgets. But big news. Vivo just announced yesterday they're ditching FunTouch globally for the sleeker Origin OS 6 on Android 16, rolling out to devices like the V60 starting late November. Think cleaner UI, 35% snappier animations, AI call summaries, dynamic effects, and way less bloat for a premium feel. It's manageable post-trim. I love the AI call assistant dodging spam. But clean freaks? It'll irk until Origin hits. Update's been timely in my month. No bugs crashing parties. Quick hits. Stereo speakers blast room-filling Netflix. Bottom one's louder but distorts at max. No jack. But super resolution tunes, low bitrate tracks decent. Haptics? Soft taps, not iPhone crisp. Fine for notifications, meant for typing. Value in 2025. Let's talk money, because this is where it seals the deal. New. The V60 starts at around €350 in EU for 8 per 128 gigabytes base model. That's about £320 in the UK or $440 equivalent via importers. Amazon UK has it dipping to £299 with Prime deals, while EU sites like MediaMarkt bundle it at €329 with extended warranty. US folks import from Giztop or AliExpress at $450 to $500 shipped, often with 10% off codes dropping under $420. Offline retailers like Kai's in the UK or Best Buy equivalents in Europe match online, sometimes tossing in free cases. Used? eBay UK or EU listings hover £220 to £260 for lightly used 8 per 256 GB units. 25 to 35% off new, pristine with boxes. Best deal? Amazon's trade-in slashes €50 to €80 off for old Pixels or Galaxies. Compared to Galaxy A36 at $400 new with better software, V60's battery edge justifies a premium. Import hassle in US bumps cost, but under $450 loaded, it's a steal versus nothing's cams. Affordability win for global hunters. Wrapping this month-long ride, the Vivo V60? Still a killer buy if battery marathons and Zeiss snaps light your fire. Upgrades from V50, bigger cell, telephoto, snappier chip. Make it a 2025 mid-range champ, scoring 6.5 out of 10 for that endurance glow. Drawbacks like bloat, no wireless import woes? Yeah, they sting, but for creators or road warriors, it outweighs. Better options? Galaxy A36 for clean UI, Pixel for pure Android. But if you snag it cheap, this purple powerhouse won't disappoint. Grab it? Hell yeah, especially at sale prices. What's your mid-range must-have? Comment below, subscribe for more unfiltered tech, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.